So let's go over the top 8 mistakes I see small business owners make in marketing. All right, number 1, they misread their market. What's wrong with that?
I don't really.
Selling ice to an Eskimo, right? Well, because he lives in the ice and because he has an igloo, he must be interested in ice, right?
Right. Wrong.
No, that's not a good assumption, right? So be careful you're not misreading your market. Make sure you understand what their goals, values, and so what's that, and what are we going to do? What are we going to use to help us decide what our goals, values, and things are for our clients? We're going to use what?
Avatar.
Our customer avatar, right? You use that to write that. That way you won't, and you can do some research on your clients too. What are they, where are they hanging out? What do they do? Where do they look? Do they hang out on Instagram or do they hang out on Facebook? You know, am I marketing to 20-year-olds or am I marketing to grandmas? Big difference, okay? It makes a difference where you market, okay? They're haphazard, they guess. This is like the little boy swinging at the ball, right? And you'd be surprised how many corporations probably do their marketing that way. Let's take a stab. Let's take a guess, right? That's haphazard, guessing. You want to know as much about your target market as possible. Okay? Overhype or overstate their marketing. That's a marketing campaign. It says, yeah, it's a powerful message, right? It's a great message, but we sell dental floss. Right? That's overhyping, overstating your market. You don't want to understate either. You know, if you sell a great product, don't be afraid to sell it and market it to people, okay? Mistake number 5, they don't craft compelling offers. Okay? What's wrong with that offer?
You don't know whether it's a haircut or a dental.
Well, what's the offer? Where's the offer? I've got the offer stuff.
Smile back
Smile
guarantee.
back guarantee.
Only
Why do I care if I get a smile back, right? Is that compelling?
No.
You know, get your money, you know, if you don't like your haircut, get your money back.
Maybe she should.
That's a compelling offer. You know, something else, but that's not a compelling offer. So it's funny is somebody paid a marketing department to come up with that ad. They paid to run that ad, and a lot of people signed off and said, yeah, that's a good ad.
She could do that with the dental floss.
Yeah, exactly. They talk about them and not the customers. Okay, I've seen a lot of websites, a lot of marketing that does this. Okay, don't just talk about your achievements and the great things that you've done and all this stuff. You need to be talking about that customer journey, right? How are you going to get them from the before state to the after state? What are the benefits of what it is that you have to offer? Okay. They don't have clear goals. And this one's not funny, but I think it's important because it's a really good way to set up goals. SMART goals. They're specific, they're measurable, they're attainable, they're relevant, and they're time-bound. I'll put that back up later if you guys want to. Okay. They don't measure and adapt. We've talked about that one, how important that is. And finally, they don't do any marketing at all.